The U.S.-China trade war is taking a toll already on some companies' bottom lines. On the other hand, some businesses have found ways to weather the storm. Right now, we're going to talk about 3 retail stocks with varying levels of exposure to the ongoing trade conflict and get opinions from a couple of different voices. Joining us for that is Jan Kniffen, CEO of J. Rogers Kniffen WWE. He's not a wrestler, and a CNBC contributor, but you could be. Could have done anything, I think, sometimes, Jan. And Dana Telsey, CEO of Telsey Advisory Group. Where did you toil for so many years when we used to talk to you?
Bear Stearns,
that's right.
C.J. Lawrence, Barron Capital, right. 3, and then Telsey, and then my own firm.
All right. Usually dressed so well, but he's really got some Mickey Mouse cufflinks on today that look great. Anyway.
Literally.
They actually are Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Anyway, first let's talk about Tiffany, which beat on the bottom line earlier this morning. Tiffany missed comp store sales estimates, but reported double-digit growth in mainland China. So we are finding out that sometimes Chinese tourists come here to shop at Tiffany, and they aren't coming. Is that part of the problem? Is that really
what you had in the first quarter, the Chinese tourism trade was down 25% in the U.S. And given the decline that you had in the second quarter, it couldn't have gotten much better. And we're hearing this for all luxury goods companies, that essentially the weakness in foreign tourism is impacting their businesses. It's got to be made up by the locals, and the locals were even a little bit soft, too, at Tiffany's. It's going to be the new product in the back half of the year that's got to work to deliver the numbers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I never disagree with Dana, but what I will say about Tiffany's quarter they just reported, despite the fact stock's up, it was terrible. Top line was terrible. The gross margin was terrible. They made it all up on expenses that are going to come back in the back half of the year. The only reason the stock's not off is because expectations were that it might be a real disaster.
Well, the stock is off because now the street is recognizing exactly what you saw.
Finally agreed with me.
It's just like good cop, bad cop. Dana would never say that in those terms. Would you, Dana? Would you ever just
there's
say
always
that
ways to phrase things.
So this is fun. You guys should take this on the road.
Think about the fourth quarter. Yeah. It is about the fourth quarter when Tiffany makes all their money. The first 3 quarters, the lead up to the fourth quarter.
It wasn't as bad as Jan said, or do you think it was?
It wasn't great at all. I mean, second quarter for all of retail, and we talked about this before, the theme of 2019 is margin flow-through, and we're not having the margin flow-through happen in retail.
Okay, let's do Costco then. And apparently, massive demand for this company's products from the warehouse club in China.
Yep. Yeah, amazing. I mean, did you see the lines there? Yeah. And they had to close early because of the traffic. It certainly helps that since 2014, Kirkland's, their private label product, was sold on Tmall, so that helped. But the traffic was huge, and there's more opportunity for Costco to open more stores in China.
Afraid to go to you.
Costco is the best retailer in the world.
Okay, there you go.
Japan opened fabulously. Korea opened fabulously. China opened better. Because it's a first-class problem to have to shut your store because so many people want to shop there. I'm not going to worry about that. That's going to fix itself. But, yes, I thought it was fabulous, but I've been a Costco fan forever. They perfected club warehousing, just like Walmart perfected price, Amazon perfected convenience, and Costco perfected the club. They're the best retailers in the world at what they do.
The Chinese export deflation, we export Costco.
Exactly. Well, and think about it this way. At least we're seeing now, Tiffany had good numbers out of China. Costco's got this great opening. At least the consumer doesn't hate us there yet.
Exactly. That's what it said to me, too, is that maybe the gap is not as wide as we may think it is.
I think that was the best news on Tiffany, by the way.
Yeah.
I expected tough numbers out of China because, we've been seeing these reports that say their name is not resonating as well as it had in the past. Well, this certainly doesn't make that look like that's true.
Exactly.
This was a really good number out of China. It was the rest of their numbers that were a problem.
And when you think about Costco, they love bargains and value. And what does Costco deliver? Bargains and value.
All right, well, let's do Best Buy. They're reporting second quarter results tomorrow, so we can actually look ahead and could feel some pain from China tariffs, do you think, Jan, or no?
Well, I don't think we're going to see much new this quarter. That can certainly feel some pain going forward out of China tariffs because electronics really matters, and it's a very competitive business, and they're the last man standing outside of Amazon as far as doing electronics. I'm a Best Buy fan, but I'd still be really nervous about the coming quarters as these tariffs kick in until we see where they're really going to be.
It's going to be tranche 4 that hurts more than what you have on tranche 3, because tranche 3 is only around 7% of their cost of goods sold. It goes up exponentially as you get to tranche 4. But some of their service initiatives that they've put in place have worked for them, and they've been a destination. Stocks come down since its peak after they reported the first quarter. So every retail stock, I mean, they're down 20 and 25% from their peaks.
See, that's exactly what I was trying to say. She just says it better.
She does it. For years, I don't know if I've ever caught you in an That's what we used to talk about all the time.
Yeah, don't believe in the ums. Doesn't work.
You just said one.
I know.
Well, she said,
I said don't believe.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's the only time I've ever heard.
She had to work at saying the
Right.
She did. I had to drag it out of her. All right, thank you. Jan Kniffen, thank you.
Thank you.
See you, Dana, on set.